Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back to my messy desk. It is early for me. It's about 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I've been up for a very long time because my husband's been up for a very long time, and therefore the dog's been up, and you can see how that impacts my life. So I thought I'd come down and try and do a little journaling. My desk is a hot mess because I have been super busy. I'm technically off for the summer, but I have the ability to pick up other jobs that need coverage essentially, and so I have been working essentially full time. I had like 2 days off to prep for the next position, and then another 2 days off at 4 weeks. Anyway, this last week I had the awesome experience to go away to camp. Not away. I could have stayed, but I chose not to. I chose to drive home. But I've been at camp for a week, for 6 days, and I am exhausted. And if you are a camp leader, if you are like someone that works at camp, like just bless you, okay? Bless you, because there is just magic that happens there. And I obviously haven't been to camp for a long time, since my children were in elementary school. And, but this was magical, and I loved every minute of it. And it was just such a blessing to get to do it. But that being said, I haven't done one dang thing down here. So I did come down last night and dump some things on my desk, and I've been moving into my new planner, which I'm filming for you guys as well. Some of you guys like my planner videos, some of you don't. If you're not a planner person and you just want to like skip those videos, obviously feel free to do so. I know they're not for everyone, but some people are like, oh, please update us. So I am in the midst of, changing my planner life because it's mid-year. We got to make some changes. But today we're going to journal. This is my July. I'm listening. Whiskey. You guys, I'm at home babysitting the toddler dog. Now, when I say toddler, he's 2.5. This dog, it is like having a toddler. He needs constant attention. He has been out. I'm listening because he's trying to get my attention. I'm trying to, like you do with a toddler, right? Like, is it a real cry, a fake cry? Like, is it I don't know. We'll see how far we get. Holy cow. All right. Okay, this is my July journal. It is a junk journal. I, for years, have done junk journal July. In my brain, it's just associated with junk. I made it out of security envelopes. I took a pile of security envelopes. I folded them in half. You can see me make that journal. I mean, literally, it's just envelopes folded. I had higher hopes for this, to be honest, in terms of using the envelopes, but I have not. I've just used it as a regular journal. Okay. I also am trying to participate in 2 Junk Journal July prompt lists, but yeah, I'm very far behind it, and I just don't know. But they are not done by Meg Journals this year, so if you want to search them, this one is by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland, and this one is by Creativity and Coffee. If you want to play along with my challenge of the month, I have a challenge every month of choosing an item to use for my stash. I choose it, I randomly choose it out of a list I made, I guess. And we need to do that soon for August because we are almost at the end of this month. But anyway, the item of the month for July is printables. So I am trying to include that on every page. But I will leave this little challenge sheet out for our entertainment. I will say a lot of people with doing the Junk Journal July challenges like incorporate like a whole page onto it. So around a theme. I don't do that. I just try and put one item on my page that represents that prompt, I guess, if that makes sense. So like travel, as an example, I would just put like a picture of an airplane or a picture of a bag. It's not going to be a whole page regarding travel, unless, of course, that's what happened that day. But okay, so let's get through it. I'm fairly, you guys, okay. If you've been here for the saga of the printing, it's just not printing. It's not printing black specifically, but today my little thing said your printer is low on ink, and it has up to this point been like, your printer's full of ink. So I've ordered new ink and I will be replacing it all. And I'm just praying that that fixes the printer problem, because I've had major printer problems for a bit now. So, okay, I think I've tucked some things in here. Let's see where we're literally at today. So today is this day right here, Saturday the 26th. Okay, so what do I have in here? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been a week. So I printed this. This was a little thing off of, social media, and it says, please check in on your 80s kids. We are not okay. And, we've had more. Actually, I looked it up. There was 2 more that are kind of famous people that have died like this month. But Malcolm Jamal Warner died tragically swimming with his daughter in Costa Rica, his 10-year-old daughter. I mean, I can't imagine. But anyway, he was only like 53. Ozzy Osbourne obviously died, and then Hulk Hogan died. And so I just printed this up. It didn't all happen today, obviously, but I do think that's going to go on this page because we don't have too much. And then I did have this was actually at a Happy Mail. This is actually, I think a photocopy, if I'm not wrong. But and then I have a little piece of like just painted paper in here because I thought it matched kind of or something, but essentially nothing. So let's work backwards from here. Let's see if we can. So I have some fun things from camp. This is okay. Let's find a piece of paper. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Let's find a fun piece of paper because I need to make a bigger page. Isn't that exciting? This is the 25th, so this is yesterday. And let me just see. Let me just make sure I have you. Let me adjust you a bit. I know sometimes you're like, your camera's crooked and it's not, and I try, but it's like, okay, we're going to do our best right there. Okay. So, I had the opportunity to go away to Camp Seymour, which is here up in the Pacific Northwest, to participate in Camp Corral. And Camp Corral is a amazing program. If you, if you are a person that wants to support military or military children or help in some way, and you feel like a donation is within your means, I would highly suggest donating to Camp Corral. It is a wonderful program, and they send military children to camp so they get the experience. And it was magical. There's no other word for it. I had an amazing week. So I'm listening to the dog, you guys. I'm so tired of him right now. I'm like exhausted. Not tired of him, but I'm like, it is like having a toddler. You have to be with him all the time in the house, and he won't lay down here with me. I gave him a bone. He chewed it into pieces and left. I'm not tired of him. I love him. He's like the best pup, but he needs like attention. So I'm trying to do some other stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what he lets me get done. Oops, here's another pile. Okay, this one's not clipped. Let's see. I'm looking for, this envelope right here is very short, and did you hear that? I want to extend it. I was hoping to find a double-sided paper in my stash here. These are not put into categories yet, so this is just a loose pile in here, but none of these are double-sided, ironically. I don't know. I was just hoping to find a piece that I might have to get out my drawer here, but I was hoping to be able to just grab a piece. I don't need anything necessarily specific. I have a whole folder of, camp paper, which, quite frankly, I didn't want to have to get up and go through. Not when I have all of this. Like, it's not that important, and I felt like I already have a drawer of scraps, and we need to use them. Whiskey, honey, what's wrong? Whiskey. Like he doesn't want to come down here and tell me something's wrong. He just wants to sit at the top of the stairs and tell me something's wrong. I think I should just take him for like a really long walk. I just was hoping to not do that right now. I'm still waking up. I have my coffee and I was just hoping for like a quiet morning. My husband's at work. It's, you know, when you have that plan, you're like, oh, it's going to be amazing. Hi, sweet pup. Yeah, I'm right here. Hi, sweet boy. You're okay. Why don't you just lay down with me? I have a little bed for you. Yeah, isn't this interesting? None of these are double-sided. There's one. It's a little bit more patterned than I was hoping. There's one. What was that one? Okay, will that work? Let's see. I also have like, oh, this one might work actually. That's cool. That's a one from 4th of July. See, this I used in my 4th of July, I think last year. Look at this, amazing. But it says like love on the back. It's actually meant for a February kit, but I absolutely loved it. Oh, good. We found some. Okay, here's this one. Oh, that's, shoot, that one would have been really fun. They're kind of cut up though, aren't they? This one could work. And there was another one here. I thought that was double with the green. That one could work. Is there any more? I don't think so. Okay. All right, let's make something work from here. All right, here we go. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm going to use that for a piece. I also have like songs just stuck in my head. Because of course you go to camp and you sing all week. And it was pretty magical. I'm not and you hope that the kids come away with it with that same energy, right? Like that same memory. I know when I went to camp as a kid, I'm just looking at some more paper over here. I know when I went to camp as a kid and when I took my kids or whatever, it was magical. You come away with new friends and just, I don't know. So all of that to be said, I mean, I was working, but it's a pretty cool gig if you ask me. Because it's emotional. It's emotional for the kids. You've got young counselors, right? Can you hear the dog running or no? Is it just... He's like doing laps upstairs. I think he's got the zoomies. Okay, let's see what we can do here. They do a swim called the whale swim. And I know these are whales, but okay, that came, I think, in Happy Meal from Sweet Deidre. Okay, let's see if we can make... I'm going to put together a page here. So I know it looks like a hot mess, but we're going to... All right, so on this page, and these printables I use are from Sweet Melissa. So they are red, white, and blue, but it doesn't, like my page doesn't have to be red, white, and blue. I have some kind of green things here, so that would be okay. So this one would actually be okay if I flipped it this way or this way. And then what is this side? This side is... Well, that's a horrible picture, but we're in green, but you really can't tell because my printer sucks. The green looks okay. It's fine with me. The green looks okay. I would leave it this way, I think. All right, this one is kind of fun this way because it has the stars. And kind of more of this pink over here. And then this side is black. It's very drastic though, isn't it? I don't really like that one. Okay, so we won't use that one. And then this one is really cool. I really like this side for here because my kids are still in Costa Rica. And then this side could be kind of fun like that. So although I said it doesn't have to be red, white, and blue, we might end up with kind of a red, white, and blue page. Let's do this one. Also because it may be a little bit harder to use later in the year, right? The green, I feel like I can use, I don't know, Christmas or October, whatever, fall. We could bring that into fall. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to put the red side on this side and the other. So it's really a matter of where I want these stripes and if I want to overlap it on this side or if I want to overlap it on this side. And I don't think it really matters. This side, I do have kind of this as like I could cover it. You know, this side I don't, but I don't think that matters either. We also have other, you know, trimmings of paper. If we wanted to add something, we could do that. I'm tempted to put it on this side. I don't ask me why. I don't know why. I mean, I have a few thoughts in my brain, but let's try some glitter glue on this. You can see how crooked this envelope is cut is kind of what my hesitation was. And so let's try that. Now I may end up just putting a piece of tape here anyway. That's fine too. I mean, we could do anything here. I don't like that just because it's red and green. We certainly have other strips of paper we could use as well, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking that idea of playing with a border there. But, okay, so this is Thursday. I love this sticker. I'm wondering if I could put... They're not both going to fit in this window, are they? It'd be kind of fun to have them in the window, but they're not both going to fit. So I could put one in the window over here. So the issue or whatever with the windows, of course, is like you have to plan if you're going to do something, right? Which is kind of hard, and I can only do it because I'm working backwards, right? Like if I want something to throw, I can't finish this page and cover up this window if I want to put something on this side. What I have done as I've worked through this is left it open. Like if I put this on this page and finish it, I've left it open so I could slide something behind it if I wanted to, and that has worked. But I'm not in love with this pattern green. Let's see if we like that anymore. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I wonder if we'd like the tree on it anymore. Oh, maybe. Okay, that's okay. So let's do that. Let's cut a piece here that we want. Oh, it's already folded right here. We're going to cut it on the fold. Yeah, okay. Now, the only thing we have to do is get this little picture where we want it. And in this window, I have a couple like stickers in my pack that I thought might go, obviously kind of Costa Rica. So this might be the page to put it. So I could put the picture down here and I could put this up here. I like that. Okay, so let's leave this right here. And we're gonna put some glue on it like that. And I'm gonna put this where I want it here. Like that. So this is what I'm saying. Like I've left this open. So now like it shows on this side. Now I don't think I need to write anything here. In fact, I'm going to just put this sticker on top of the window, kind of like that. So I don't think we need to write anything. So I can go ahead and glue that other page down, but I just wanted to give myself the out. Oh no, what did I do? Oh my gosh, it's cut. That's nuts. It's obviously not supposed to be cut, but that's okay. You guys, I swear it's like having a toddler. So now the dog is quiet. And now I'm worried. You know, when you can't hear anything, I'm like, did he get out of the house? Like, ay, ay, ay. Shoot. Well, isn't that bizarre that it's cut like right? All right, let's see if I can. There, that one's good. Huh, that's really strange. It's really strange. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so you can see the jagged edge like on the envelope from where I opened it jaggedly. I love that. I'm absolutely leaving that. Okay, I think I'm going to put this coffee thing down here. Just trying to see what else we want. I'm looking at these strips. We don't like the green. Stop pulling the green. We did get Panda Express for dinner because gosh knows I was not cooking after camp for 9 hours and like, no. I'm just looking at kind of what I have out. I was using these labels on another page, and so I have them out. We could kind of use that. I do have this little sticker. I really like it. There were 2 of us that covered the camp. And so I worked essentially like 7:30 to 3:30 or 4, and she worked like 1 to 9. And so I would get there in the morning. Obviously, it was so quiet and it was so peaceful. And the campground is just magical in the morning. And I would just sit out at this like bench and look out over the water and like just sit in gratitude, right? Just, get my stuff done, sign in, do my stuff, do the work, kind of get going. And gosh, it was just magical. It was just magical. So I put this here because it was just such a blessing to sit out on this beautiful bench in these fun chairs and just have a quiet moment in the morning, right? Okay, let's figure out, we want to do some breakfast, we want to do some dinner. So let's see what we did here. I have this piece of paper. I just put some, I'm actually wanting to pull more of this color, but we do have the green here. So I was just going to see, we could do something like that. It's not quite as green and red as, the other one. So I'm not as taken back by it, but I do have quite a few, journaling things here. So let's, whoops. Oh my gosh. What just happened? I have some journaling pages. So here's like a journal with fun colors in it. Like we could definitely cut this up. So that's a little bit better, isn't it? And we have this fun journal. These are like just, I've got them at the thrift store for like $1. You know what I mean? So, this one has lines. I do tend to pull this. I also tend to not pull this because, okay, I have to go. The neighbor just texted that the dog is on her deck. Okay, I'll see if I can piece something together. Hi, friends. I'm back. Let's see. I will probably edit that part out. This is actually part 3 because the dog got out again. So he, I don't know. It's seriously like having a toddler. Okay, I added this little piece of paper since I think you've been here because I do think I'll edit that out. So, dear goodness, my goodness. Egad. All right. I hope I'm not sad years from now looking back at these pictures and wishing I really, really printed them on something else, but it is what it is. I don't know kind of where, I mean, I could just pop this kind of down here just to kind of note that we had that for dinner. I mean, I could put it up there. It doesn't really match, the Costa Rica vibe, but that's okay because we aren't in Costa Rica. So, yeah, you guys, this silly dog, man, I'm telling you, it is definitely like having a toddler. And I love him so much, but it's a lot. And I think I was saying the last time I turned on the camera, we haven't had a dog in a while. We had our sweet buddy boy who was like 17, and we had to say goodbye to him. But we had him for like 15 years, but he was only like 20 pounds. And granted, we had some days with him too, where, whatever, but he went everywhere with me. Like he was like my therapy dog and went to my office with me for years. And, this dog obviously can't do that. And, Sweet Whiskey Boy is like 65 pounds, all muscle, pure muscle, just, part pit bull. He's stunning and gorgeous and he is a love, but he's a toddler. So, okay. Whew, this has been a lot of time to do not a lot of nothing. All right. So this was Thursday. Now I do have these, which I think I want to add. I honestly don't remember what day they're from, you guys. I think they're from Thursday. It doesn't really matter. Every day, I came home with a gem from camp. This is like, I don't know what this is. It's an ad. It's an investment ad. And I kept it just as an idea. Like, as a flip out, like journaling spot. I thought that is like so cute. And I have never done that, I don't think. Like, I just thought that was a really creative way. But then I was looking at it and like this brown and the starfish and stuff I thought went kind of well here. I have this like sticker. It says life is good. And then I have this sweet monkey. And I thought, wouldn't that be nice if it all kind of went together? And then I could, essentially cover this and journal on it. It's a lot to cover and journal on, but I thought it was kind of fun. We'd have to do a lot of work on that. All of that to say, I was given this sweet boy covered his hands in eyeballs. They're like sticky. It's amazing what these kids bring to camp, like what their parents send them with, you know what I mean? But he had come with like this bag of eyeballs and he had them covered. And we were going to the pool and then, well, I guess we played soccer first, but anyway, I was playing soccer and then he was going to the pool and he's like, I need you to hold my eyes. And I was like, okay. So he takes them off. I shove them in my pocket. I finally found like a little cup to put them in. And I go to give them back to him after a swim. And he's like, I want you to have them. And I was like, okay. Can you hear the dog? Whiskey, honey. So anyway, I don't know. I want to put them on my page, obviously, for something. Now I could add them, to like this monkey, but I don't want to do that because it's definitely like a camp memory. So I'm playing with this idea. I don't think we don't need, I don't need to lift this up for anything else. Anything else I can put on the background. So let's just put whiskey. No, thank you. Okay, let's do this. You guys, I may have to go. I'm really sorry. I cannot concentrate, and I feel like the dog needs my attention. I should probably take him out like for a nice 5-mile walk or so. It's been an hour, I think, since I started this. I know it won't be an hour on film, but I mean, he's gone out twice now, essentially, so he doesn't need to go to the bathroom or anything, but I don't know what's wrong with him. I mean, he's a toddler and he needs attention is what's wrong with him. And that isn't something that's wrong with him. That's just the stage of life we're in, much like with children, right? I don't know. I'm really liking this idea. I'm also really liking, I mean, we could create it out of something else. Obviously, I could take this piece and this piece, which I think might be better. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do that. Maybe I'll just take these two pieces. I do want to do a really fun page for yesterday. Yesterday was the last day of camp. I'm going to take these two starfish pages. I really like this. I think I'm going to keep that. And I might even put that into my vision board pile, which I can't. It's normally right here at my feet, but I can't quite see it, so I'm not going to. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so now we have this whole piece. Let's see, because he's quiet and he might come tumbling down those back stairs again. I have no idea what's going on with him, so let's see. I mean, the other thing is sometimes he just sleeps, right? I don't understand. Okay, Monday the 21st, we're not on that. I'm looking at my planner really quickly here off to my side. I'm just trying to coordinate these pages real fast and make sure I didn't miss anything. So we're not there. Let's go to the 23rd. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do want to make some notes on here. Let's yeah, this was actually a really fun day at work. So today, Wednesday, was the day that the head like corporate came out from Camp Corral. That is really pretty. I wonder if I need that on a different day for my children. Like they sent out an executive person from Camp Corral to check and, you know, whatever. I don't know what they do, but they toured all day and whatever. They also sent out a professional photographer. And so ironically, like I'm now looking for like any of these colors. So we're kind of like in the brown and green, you know, or like something. Again, we're not paying too much attention to the red, white, and blue up here. It's okay. It's all going to flow. And I totally love them. And it's not going to have to dictate our whole page. So anyway, so the head people came out or whatever, and they film like a video of like activities that day, for marketing reasons, right? To take to corporate, to do whatever, to encourage people who want to donate. And so anyway, they have this photographer out, and he's flying the. He has some pretty cool equipment, some of which were these really cool drones. And so I ended up sitting with him at lunch and, you know, introduced myself, and we were talking or whatever. And it's so cool because he is a photographer for NASCAR. And that's how he met the Golden Corral people and got involved with their mission. And so, because Golden Corral obviously is a sponsor of a NASCAR. And, okay. this kind of works. Now, this was a page, I'm going to finish that story. This was a page I made when I made a journal and I needed to Frankenstein some papers together, maybe. So we could essentially do kind of what we were working with to begin with. I could kind of do something like this. It doesn't match amazingly, but the idea is there. Otherwise, this piece alone kind of works with the browns. And I, as much as I really love that idea, think I really just like the idea of it being a strip of paper down the middle. Okay. So anyway, I ended up sitting with him and, we talked for a long time and his job is fascinating. So he works for NASCAR and he films it, but then he also, does this for Golden Corral and films their Camp Corral, which is, again, the camp for the military kids, which I think is amazing. And so his job is just so cool. And so I really did enjoy talking to him and getting to know him. And he was telling me about his travel schedule and whatnot for the races. And it was fun talking a little NASCAR with him too. That was fun. So, yeah. It's a neat thing to be a part of. It was really cool. So, all right, I think I'm going to put this down here and somehow we'll, maybe make this over here. Now the question, or we could do this, our camp page, and this could be Costa Rica. Maybe we do that because would this guy look fun on some blue with a blue? No, that's too much. I really like this paper though. Maybe I'll put this guy over here because it's definitely the brown side. I do like him over here on this side though. I'm going to put him over here. I again am a little nervous because I don't hear the dog. If I weren't filming on my phone right now, I would look up my stress on my watch. I don't think I can do it on my watch. Let's see. Can I do it on my watch? I don't think. Oh, stress level's only 48 right now. It's not too bad. But yeah, but my heart rate's 74, which is not, not resting. And journaling should be resting, right? But yeah, I probably just need to take him for a walk. He probably needs to. I kind of want to mat this little guy on something, but I guess he needs kind of that darker, doesn't he? I feel so bad. The neighbor called and I ran out. I'm obviously like in my sweats. My hair's up in a clip on my head. You know what I mean? Like I'm in my Ugg slippers. I show up on her doorstep. I'm like, hi, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh. But I didn't want to waste time like changing clothes. And you guys, the minute I come home, I'm pretty sure I look homeless. Like I throw on whatever. Oh, I just cut the wrong corner of that paper. You ding dong. Not paying attention. I'm going to put him down here. Because I can add journaling to here. I can add lined paper if I want. Not this lined paper, but I could, this way to journal. Or we can figure something out. But this strip right here allows me, let's see. Do any of these work yet? No, I don't think so. I don't even think I need them. I think the effect is going to be so amazing. I'm going to have to glue them on. They're sticky, but you can tell like, they've lost their stickiness. You guys, this little guy was so stinking cute. He was having a little bit of a hard day and, he's just so stinking cute. But he did great. He got in the pool. He did great. And it's such a gift when children give you something like that they made or they had, like, it's just such a, it's, they don't have a lot to give, like children in general. They don't have their own money. They don't have, and it's not that that's how they earn friends, but it is a sign of caring. And I think it's very sweet. And he was like, essentially going to throw them away anyway. He has a whole bag of them or whatever. And he's like, I want you to have them. And I was like, are you sure? And anyway, so I kept him in my pocket all day, and then at the end of the day, he still said he wanted me to have them. So I was like, okay, and I knew at that moment what I was going to do with them. Of course, I'm like, these have to go in my journal. There's no way around that. But, yeah, I was just cracking up. Yeah, this looks exactly how I wanted it to. So, and again, this is not like when we're talking about journaling our day or whatever, this was like the simplest thing out of my day, right? I mean, so bringing home memorabilia or figuring out a way to document just the little moments in your life, I think is why I enjoy the daily journaling so much. Because again, and I've talked about this, I came from scrapbooking. I scrapbooked for years. I still have a closet of scrapbooking stuff, hence all this scrapbooking paper. I wouldn't have documented this in my scrapbook. I mean, no, I wouldn't have, because there's no picture, right? There's no picture of the child. I can't do that, obviously. And, yeah. So anyway, and I wouldn't do like a picture of just this monkey. Like I would probably do a page on my kids' Costa Rica trip or 2 pages, something like that. But that's why I enjoy the daily journaling. Now, I'm going to leave these in here for now. I'm going to see how they do. My assumption is I'm going to have to come in and glue all of these, which obviously I won't take up your life with, but we'll come in and do a little dab of glue while I'm watching something down here and make sure that those guys all stick on there. So that's where we're going to leave it, you guys. Not a lot of progress. There is a heightened amount of anxiety this morning with the dog. And I'm so sorry. I hope I can post this. I'm actually going to, let me just think while I have you here, or let me just do this while I'm thinking about it and have you here. Let me just see if, I'm going to go back to this little dog journal, and let me just see if there's not one that looks like him enough, but I do think, oh, there he is. There he is. Well, at least he's in the house, right? Oh, gosh. I like this size better than this. It's obviously the same dog, just facing a different way. So I think I will take this page, out again. And this is not, but close enough, right, to the neighbor's dog. Because he's a little guy. He's beautiful. He's a purebred. I don't even know what, like, right? They like ordered him, and I mean, beautiful purebred. So I'm going to put this in here because, in fact, I'm going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to do this. And cut it right now so I don't mess up. I'm going to use this, and then I'll probably cut this little guy out because that's, why he's running out there. Of course, there's like 4 deer, right, that he barks and barks and barks and barks at. But once he got out there, he can't catch the deer, so he ran after that silly dog who he's friends with. But, and I'm not in love with my coffee this morning. I put my protein in it this morning, and so it tastes a little, I don't know, different than I like. So anyway, okay, not a lot done. So, but that's the essence of it. I'm going to spend some time down here this morning. Hopefully, if I can get the dog situated on my own, I'm going to pop in a movie and see if I can kind of get situated here. But we are okay. We're doing okay. I have like pictures on certain days. So we're okay. We're going to keep on chugging along. How about that? I have my bracelet that was from camp. It's actually a bug bracelet. I'm sure you guys have seen them. like for mosquitoes, I have some beads that the kids gave me here. And then I have a lanyard. No, like I don't know, those plastic things that you make a keychain out of or something. This is Tuesday. No, it's not. This is Monday. Okay, so that's going to go right there. That's an easy fix. I wonder, I don't think that liquid glue is going to hold that. I could be wrong, but we're just going to go with tape. Excuse my reach. Why is this not working? All right, there we go. We'll go with tape on this plastic, I think. And I'm going to put it on this side here. Like that. Now that's too long. So we have to decide if we want, when things are too long, I oftentimes will maybe like loop it and make like a tab kind of up here. I'm not going to do that. One, I don't need it on this page. And two, I have very little room at the top of this journal right here for extra. See this sort of thing? So I'm not actually going to do that. I am going to just pull this off and get this part down. Do I need more there? Let's see. I might do another piece on this side here. We're just going to put it down and then cut it and not worry about measuring. How about that? I like the holes. I'm going to keep the holes, so I'm going to put that at the top. And then do that, and then we'll cut it off down here. That day the kids had swim tests, and so they got a color band according to their swimming ability. And so they asked if I could help with that and be a part of that because it's full of emotions for the kids. And yeah, so that was really fun. That was a cool thing to do. I'm not swimming, I'm just helping band them. Does that make sense? Like when they come over to the station and tell us what color they got. This is Thursday. This is Friday. So on Thursday, I'm going to check my notes really quick because we watched Shark Week. Yeah. It's Shark Week, friends. So I'm going to just put some sharks down here if you're not a Shark Week fan. Although we are not into it like we used to be. It used to be a big deal. It's now kind of like, but we did catch some of it. So, all right, I will finish this. This is interesting. I'm wondering if it's obviously just color printed and then it got kind of janky in my pocket. I happen to have some clear contact paper right here, and I'm wondering if this might help. Let's see if we want to use this. The dog was sleeping in our bed last night. Shh, don't tell my Roo. My husband went to work. He had to work at like 11 o'clock at night. And so I just let the dog sleep in our bed, right? So, okay, I don't really know how to work this. It's been a while, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to lay it down like that, and I'm going to just do this. Okay. So the dog was in our bed. So my husband got home at like, I don't know, 1:30 or something crazy. I don't know. Anyway, and the dog, of course, like, but good for him, barked. And I mean, he sounds terrifying. Let me just tell you. So, but he doesn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So that looks kind of fun. I'm happy with that. So because I'm worried about that, with like my daughter, and she's away at college and she travels by herself, with the dog. But, and so I'm always like, he's the friendliest dog ever, honestly. And so I'm kind of like, dude, you need to heighten up your, you know, protective skills a little bit, because he sounds really scary. But of course, he doesn't hurt, or he wouldn't hurt anybody, including someone. Honestly, I think, I don't know, if a burglar broke in and offered him a pet, on the head, he'd be happy. So, but it was enough to scare me quite a bit, and scare my husband, obviously, because he didn't know the dog was in our bed. Shh. All right. Let's see. Okay, that looks horrible, Allison. All right, we'll do that. Okay, that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to leave this. I like the contact paper on there, so that's fun. We'll do that, and that protects it a little bit. So that was Friday. So that was yesterday. So I will do, it's going to go probably something like this. I'm going to put some ribbons here, and I'm going to leave it as a flip, right? So I'll tape just this end in, and then this will be the flip, and I'll journal here. So that is good. I was going to run this long way, but I think, now we have to think. I don't know. Maybe I'll still run it. We have to play with that a little bit. We have to see. Okay. But all of this is going to go on here. Here's a picture from yesterday. And then I have to, oh yeah, I wanted to document you guys. It was so sweet. They sang amazing songs all week. I'm not going to lie. I was in tears more than once this week. It was very, it was very clear to me that I'm definitely like still grieving my dad, and all of this just reminds me of him, and amazing summer memories, and singing around the campfire over at Catalina, and just, amazing memories of being a kid, like happy, amazing memories. So all of that to be said, but yesterday was the sweetest thing, and I never grew up singing it. Well, probably because, you'll understand when I tell you in a minute what song it was. I'm looking for that little red piece of paper that has stars on it, but I will find it. One of the songs they sang was Starfish and Jelly. Starfish and Jelly? Yeah, by Prince. It's like a camp song, which wasn't a camp song, like I said, when I went to camp, but it's so dang cute, you guys. It's so dang cute. Like, it has movements and all that kind of stuff. And I just think it's such a sweet, if you're not familiar with it, like, go whatever, Google or YouTube or Spotify, Prince, Starfish and Jelly. Yeah, Starfish and Jelly. It's a very sweet song, and I think so impactful to the kids, right? It has like the sweetest message, and I just thought it was so sweet, and it just stole my heart. And it's been on my brain this morning. I've been singing it, and I just love it. And it's been forever since I've heard it, so I was like surprised it was one of their songs, and it was perfect. Of course, I mean, it was just perfect. So it was an amazing week. I'm super glad to be home. Next week, I rotate into another position. Completely different, like covering an adult unit down on base. So we won't be singing Starfish and Jelly, and and I doubt anyone gives me Google eyes next week, but it's okay. It's okay. So you guys, that was kind of my week. I've been chatty, and I'm sorry for the chaos with the dog. I hope I can post this video and get it all up for you guys. I will do my best. And I apologize for the chaos. So I hope you're well. I have not, on my pages, just so we're clear, I did not address like the prompts for these, and I did not put printables on here. Now, I did have printables just with my dates, but I'm not really counting those. I want to put other printables. So I know I have to go back and do that as well. So I'm going to go check on the dog, and then I'm going to see if I can like edit this together and get it posted. It just takes so long to post when I have to edit. That's why I usually don't edit my videos, because posting them takes forever. So I hope you're well. I hope your journaling's going well. We are at the end almost of July. I will be posting very soon. How many days do we have? 31, yeah? I will be posting very soon my item of the month for August. Okay, just pray it's a good one. Okay. I will post that as soon as I can. Okay. I will try and finish up these days and get this journal ready to go. And then I do have an update on my planner as well. So let me know below if you want to see more of the planner. I know a lot of you like aren't planner people, so that's completely fine, but please let me know. All right. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for being here, you guys. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.